It's Nolan. In the image of God, able to smite him, embracing my light. I can't leave this game without putting up a fight. These niggas clones, they digging they in the zip file. Shit was way better when Hov poured out the crystal. They put the pins down, maybe I should find you a pen pal. 20-year legends with clashes, they dropping mid now. I guess the mission accomplished. We were sent to demolish the infinite knowledge. We living in privates, we shipping the product for free, still looking for profit. Somebody tell me how long before this shit get abolished. I sat back and reassessed it. If we ain't got the GPS, then who giving directions? Moving out of order, we paid dues to collections. Chasing at the checks, but still skipping the checklist. Screaming gang gang, but bitching up for the technics. Rolly plain Jane, decapitated your necklace. I done got some placements that never paid with detections. Nothing finna change, so why we talking elections? I'm on their ass. You a killer, then why you been taking photographs? All the line, this shit is making my modem crash. Niggas crying to me, but ain't putting up the cash. Suffering succotash, don't make me stuff your ass. But I had to battle before they said I'm legit. Gigs out of state, I couldn't afford the trip. $100 tape, I started studying nip. Nigga, this a marathon, you better gas up the whip, fucker. What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. I hope everybody is doing well. I hope you've had a great weekend. And of course, you know, as I say, if it hasn't been, you still got an opportunity to turn it around. And if not, hopefully things turn around for you this week. All right. Now, before we get started in today's show, I've been receiving some pretty good compliments on these dad gang hats. I know women out there, y'all probably not gonna wear dad gang, but if you got husbands or, you know what I mean, boyfriends that y'all done procreated with and y'all are co-parenting, maybe you might want to get, you know, a dad gang. And for the fellas out there, y'all have mostly been telling me about these. Y'all like them. So we've now become partners with Dad Gang. So you could go to dadgang.co, get your hat. You use my discount code JNolan58020 and you'll receive 15% off your order. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it up there for a second so y'all can screenshot it or do whatever you want to do. That's JNolan58020 and you get 15% off of your Dad Gang stuff, man. And they're really receptive. They're really cool. You know what I'm saying? If you tag them on Instagram or something like that, they'll actually check out your post. They'll repost it in their story. And they may even send you a message and say, thanks for supporting. Like, they actually are hands-on and really cool people. That's why I support them. And of course, it represents me. We're going to keep moving into the show, though. So I see that there's some information out there that has surfaced online about an underground SoundCloud rapper. Let me pull up this rapper's page so I could get their name correct. It's a young man that goes by Six Paths, okay? And this young man, Six Paths, has come out and accused Drake of stealing his bars. Yeah, I ain't lying. That's what the young man said. He said, Drake stole my bars, okay? Now, he's going on TikTok, other platforms, going viral. Other people on social media are now repurposing his content, spreading this out. And we're going to check it out and see what we got to see what's what. You know what I mean? Apparently he has a record on his SoundCloud page called Women, snippet that he uploaded 7 months ago. I do not see any Women full version. It's only a 50-second track that's available on his SoundCloud. And basically the Circadian Rhythm record from Drake, the 100 gig Circadian Rhythm, that's now on streaming, by the way. So the original 100 gigs has been modified. Remember that had, let me go on here and get this shit together. I know he had Housekeeping Knows with Lotto. I know he had It's Up featuring 21 Savage and Young Thug. And then they had the record Red, Blue, Green, or Red, Green, Blue, whatever the fuck that was. The Porn de Replay record. The Porn de Replay record has been replaced with Circadian Rhythm. So Drake got good feedback for that particular song. He said, you know what, let's go ahead and switch this thing out. So it looks like 100 gigs is going to be one of those. Y'all remember When did Kanye start really like updating his music in real time? Was it Life of Pablo the first time he did that, where he started like changing songs in real time? So one week, the version of the album could possibly be different on the next one. Was that the first time he did that? I know he also had done it with the Donda project and stuff like that as well. But I want to say Life of Pablo was like the first time he did it. So it looks like 100 Gigs may be going through a similar fate. This could be, in the music industry, they call this a waterfall. And what the waterfall is basically you build your album a piece at a time. So if you've got, you come out like Drake did, he dropped 3 songs with this 100 Gigs initially. And then he comes back and he starts giving us more songs with the 100 Gig situation. But then some songs are disappearing, other songs are reappearing. It seems to me that this is going to be an updated playlist of sorts. Some stuff's going to come down, other stuff is going to come in. But all it's really doing is building statistics and data farming for, let's say, if Drake decides to do a dedicated album and he names it 100 Gigs. Or if he decides he wants to release 100 Gigs as an official EP or mixtape, as we're starting to see more artists in 2024 releasing mixtapes on DSPs and streaming platforms. So he's taking notes of, okay, people didn't really like the Pon de Replay, so we're going to Pon to Take It Off. And then we're going to Pon the motherfucking Circadian Rhythm, right? Which got a much better reception from the public. So just keep an eye on this nigga, man. He's using the streams. He's using the feedback from the public. He's using the fans to basically, I don't know what the fuck his plan is. But if it is indeed a waterfall, this 100 Gigs project could end up with 10 songs, 12 songs when it's all said and done. And then after all of the releases have been tallied and the singles and stuff have been added to it, they finally release it as an official project. Then we'll see where it lands on Billboard. Then we'll see how it performs in terms of like the sales and all of that good shit. I don't know. It looks weird. It looks desperate, but that's what he's doing. Getting back to the Circadian Rhythm record and this young man by the name of Six Paths, he's taken to social media once again, and he's accusing Drake of stealing his bars in order to make this Circadian Rhythm record. All right? It's a very short video. We're going to go ahead and pull it up. Y'all let me know, but I'm going to let y'all know in a second.
I ain't even going to talk, bro.
My throat gets sleepy, y'all know melatonin. My therapist put in a 30-day notice. I don't get sleepy, y'all know melatonin. My therapist put in a 30-day notice.
Okay.
I keep on talking about beefing and business, money and women, there's no diagnosis. Empty the clip, ain't no one noticed.
Okay.
I keep on talking about beefing and business and money and women, there's no diagnosis, they empty the clip. Quick, swat that shit out and I can't.
We gonna let him pull a X on me? Really?
All right, so that's Six Paths. And apparently this young man is trying to relate himself to Triple X Tentacion, who Drake definitely pulled influence from. That was a record, Look at Me, I believe, that Triple X had while he was living. Drake liked it. Drake liked it so much that he was playing it at his shows. And word ended up getting back to X that Drake was out there playing his record, And OVO reached out, Drake reached out. They were supposed to collab on some music. That collab never happened, but he ended up hearing Drake put out more music that he felt was pulling inspiration from him, beat-wise, flow-wise, rap-wise, the whole nine. Therefore, X basically dedicated the rest of his life to disparaging Drake in any possible way he could, from the rooter to the tutor to the pewter's Putin. Okay? So now we got this young man by the name of Six Paths. I think it's very interesting you call yourself Six Paths, and you're now trying to go at the sixth God. But I see the play. Okay? Do I think this young man stole do I think he got stolen by Drake? No, I don't. Okay? So there's some other people out here that are revealing that this young man, Six Paths, actually utilized the feature on SoundCloud where you can re-upload the track to your song, and it would, Basically, he may have uploaded something. This song may not have even been called Women. It could have been called I'm a fucking thirsty ass artist 7 months ago. And it could have been a completely different track. And basically, in the SoundCloud, as long as you're not distributing the song onto SoundCloud's distribution platform where it goes out to all of the streaming, basically, you could go in there, upload a whole new file, right? You could change the name of your song. You can modify pretty much everything on Spotify. So the original date that he released, whatever the fuck it was originally, came out on February 7th, 2024. And he heard the Circadian Rhythm record. He went in and recorded a variation of Drake's lyrics, uploaded it to SoundCloud. And it still has the same timestamp on it because SoundCloud's not going to change the original upload date, right? Because if you're updating the file in good faith, you're technically, let's say, the average person, what they would do with this feature. You will upload your song, I'm a thirsty ass artist, right? But let's say you mixed the original version of the song yourself, right? You didn't have nobody in your corner. You were doing everything solo dolo, and you uploaded it. And then you run into a real sound engineer that says, bro, that shit sound like ass. Let's re-record your song, or let me get the files and I'll mix and master it for you and get it sounding a little bit closer to industry standard. Your new engineer goes in, does that, sends it back to you via email, Dropbox, Disco, whatever platform. You download it and you say, shit, man, I need to update the sound. You go on SoundCloud, you replace the file. Now, from this point out, when people go and listen to your song, I'm a thirsty ass artist, they're going to be able to hear the difference. Oh, wow, this must have been remixed and remastered. Oh, it sounds so good. People that never knew that you uploaded it 7 months ago, this will be their first time hearing it. It sounds good from the first time they hear it. They didn't have to hear the terrible mix that you did in your bedroom, right? That's typically how it would go. But this person is actually utilizing the internet and utilizing virality and utilizing the fact that, unfortunately for Drake, he's so down bad that people can literally put out anything about him today, and people are going to give it the benefit of the doubt of the accuser to say, I wouldn't put it past Drake. That sounds like something he would do. He been stealing bars for decades, right? Oh, he done had about 5411 ghostwriters. I wouldn't be surprised if he stole this from some random ass kid on SoundCloud, right? For me, I'm not rolling, right? I'm not a Drake apologist in any form or fashion, but I just don't feel like this is the case. I feel like he saw an opening. He saw an opportunity. If he goes viral for saying Drake stole something from him, that's going to put him on the map. It's going to increase people's curiosity about his music. It's going to make somebody out there at least go check out his original track. At this current point, there's about 6,000 plays. Most of these plays are coming from people that are investigating to try to find out, and get to the bottom of the situation. Most of the comments on this track are coming as of today. Nobody was hearing this stuff. Nobody was doing nothing. There was no activity on this record until he came out and said, Drake stole my bars, right? Very creative way to get people to pay attention to you, young man. But I know some people believe you. I don't. I'm calling you on your bullshit. Because guess what's really worse than Drake? You know what's worse than Drake? Desperation. And as an independent artist, as someone who's been around, who's been at the bottom of the barrel, willing to do damn near anything to get people to listen to the music, I understand, I relate, I identify with the desire that deep to lie to get love. But I don't think it's the right way to do it. Upcoming artists will literally spam you every day, have conversations with themselves like a thirsty nigga in a woman's DM. Just so you could hit them back and say, bro, this dope. You know, and it gives them a dopamine rush. It makes them feel good about themselves, like they're not unheard. I get it. But this ain't gonna help you none. 6 Paths? I'm not convinced. I find it interesting that this song is only a quote unquote snippet, 50 seconds, and you just happen to start rapping. As soon as you start rapping, you say the exact lyrics that Drake said in the song. That video I showed y'all of him rapping, that's where his rap began. So you mean to tell me you just jump into talking about a therapist 30-day notice? All you talking about is women, money, bitches, and beef. There's no diagnosis. You ain't had no lead in bars. Everything just happened to be Drake. And Drake just happened to come across it on a random ass day, sifting through SoundCloud. Oh my God, that's monumental. That's pivotal. Let me take that. And you ain't really got hardly shit to follow after them bars. You uploaded the snippet 7 months ago, but you never finished uploading the real version. You could pull the wool over the eyes of some of these people. J Nolan not rolling. Inside the industry not rolling. Some of the insiders might. Not I. You know what I'm saying? I think this shit is pitiful. You might be a kid. You might be in high school. You might be in college. You've got life ahead of you. This may not be the last time we hear of you. I'm sure you'll probably rebrand at some point and tell us you were the 6 Paths nigga. You know what I'm saying? But nah, dog. This is just like the other nigga that came out in the midst of the battle that said he was ghostwriting for Kendrick. And it turns out that nigga was just remaking. Nigga just remade N95 over the instrumental and shit. But niggas was like, oh my God, there he goes. He said some shit about, get off the cloud chase, get off the foo-foo, get off the Wi-Fi, get off the blah blah, get off the blah blah. And niggas was like, oh my God, that's Kendrick's bars. He ghost wrote it. I'm not rolling with none of you niggas, man. You know how many lawsuits, fake ass, bitch ass, weak ass, flaw ass lawsuits I've seen and talked about on this channel where niggas just come out they fucking asshole and accuse an artist of stealing some shit that ain't nowhere near similar, or you literally recreated it after you heard the actual artist that you was listening to. And then you want to try to take him to court and say, he stole my thing. It's one of the oldest tricks in the book. That's why you niggas don't be winning no more. Niggas used to lose off the goddamn. Remember when niggas used to try to do the poor man copyright, quote unquote? I sent my demo to Def Jam and I poor man copyrighted it. I sent it to myself in the mail and this is dated properly. They started getting y'all niggas the fuck up out of here. Please believe me, I understand. I did it too when I was in high school when I didn't know no better. Hey man, y'all need to get y'all shit together, man. Focus on your art. Focus on your style. Focus on marketing, networking. I don't know how old you are, but you and your friends go outside, touch some grass. You know what I'm saying? Do something. Create an organic way to get your shit out there. Create a motherfucking inside the industry, man. Don't do that, because I'm sure you niggas will fuck it up. You're not trustworthy enough to come out here and try to speak to none of this stuff. Don't do that. But figure out a lane. Figure out a lane for yourself, man, to market your music. If you're in the community, start fucking throwing shows. You and your 10 friends. Start performing at niggas' kickbacks or some shit, man. Do something productive with your time. I don't give a fuck if you got to perform in McDonald's Playhouse. Do something real. Create genuine connection with people. Doing this fake ass shit is not going to get you nowhere. I'm sorry. And I understand there's going to be some people in the comments. Once again, it's going to be like, nah, Nolan, I believe him. Drake would do anything to try to catch a hit. Okay. Same way niggas sided with Joe Budden, said, I believe Joe Budden. And then Joe Budden came out and said, I don't know what the fuck I was talking about. I don't know these niggas' contracts. I'm going to leave it alone. I deciphered through that bullshit too. I ain't get no love. I ain't get enough pats on the back for that one, but it's all good, man. Just remember where you heard it when all this shit unfolds later. This kid might disappear. This kid might goddamn get hit with a cease and desist on his own shit playing around. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a fan of Drake's antics. I haven't been a fan of too much of what Drake has dropped this year. He's dropped 18 songs, and all 18 of them have pretty much fell flat. I'll be the first to admit those things. He's got writers, got niggas like Vori doing work for him. There's some niggas doing heavy lifting in his camp. I would never say that it's not. But I don't think he needs this Six Paths guy when he's already got a dedicated team of niggas that will work for him at the drop of a dime. You mean to tell me he didn't work with K Tronada because he wasn't enthusiastic enough, but he was enthusiastic enough to go steal this random person's shit? Gotcha. I'm not going to sit here all day and, wax poetic about this shit. It's really not that deep to me. But again, let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Once again, if you want to get the Dad Gang hat and you want to get a discount, 15%, use my code J Nolan 58020. You know what I'm saying? And you could get you one. You know what I mean? It's a lot of variety of styles, different colors, different, textures and shit. Like this here, this is that leather and it pop out. You know what I mean? You really feel that motherfucker, man. It's some quality shit over there. All right. Once again, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Yeah, king of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more to survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. With drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they doubted me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but too raw, no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.